Frank Kenny here again with another chamber-focused interview. Today we have Harish Shroff, who's a friend of mine from Indus Travels. Hello, Harish.
Hello, Frank. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on today. We're going to be talking about how Harish and other companies in the tourism and the travel business help chambers, and he's brought a special guest. Harish, let me just introduce you real quick because a lot of people probably recognize you from the ACCE conference and the other conferences across the country, chamber conferences. Indus Travel and I have worked together on several webinars. I'm not being paid or anything for today. Today's strictly informational, but Harish and I have done business in the past. And I asked Harish if he would come on and kind of answer a few questions that I keep hearing about the chamber travel industry. So that's Harish. Harish, would you introduce your guest?
Yeah, thanks, Frank. Thanks for letting us come on this interview. And when Frank actually told me that he wants to do a travel-related interview, I was excited to bring in Jessica Heron from Dubai Tourism because we are working very closely with Dubai Tourism. And Jessica is the Director of Marketing North America for Dubai. And we actually partnered with Dubai Tourism at the ACCE conference. So they were very kind to be our partners. And it is really a good destination, which she's going to talk about and I'm going to talk about.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for being here today, Jessica.
Thank you.
All right. Great. Well, let me kind of kick this off, Harish, with just a kind of a general overview question. Chambers may be considering doing a chamber trip, but they're already really busy. Is it worthwhile for them to add this to their plate? Will they make non-dues revenue? Is it a real benefit of membership? I think a lot of chambers aren't sure about that.
Yeah. Little bit background about these travel programs. Actually, they started as a business trip for many chambers, wherein they wanted to take the members to these countries and do some business. Now they have added a little more leisure also to the travel. So there's a combination of business and leisure. Destinations like Dubai are really coming up for many reasons. They have so many things to offer. So when the chambers are putting these trips together for travel, they are really getting non-due revenues and they're making good benefit for themselves and for the customers or the members of the chamber.
So let's talk about Dubai in particular then. What would it cost a chamber if they're going to offer it to their members? What does it generally cost to send a member or have a member purchase a ticket to go to Dubai?
Yeah. We have many trips lined up. One is a standalone Dubai, which is for 7 days, 7 nights, 9 days. We have a combination of Dubai and Abu Dhabi because they are so close to each other. Also, we have a combination of Dubai and India as a destination. We have different departure dates, especially we have LA, JFK, and so many other departure points. The rough price I could give you is roughly $2,200 from JFK. And from LA, $2,400. Now this includes your international airfare from these points to Dubai. So back and forth, your hotel accommodation for 7 nights in this Dubai and Abu Dhabi, transfers, city tour, entrance to the monuments, and many more things are added in this. So it's a very, very decent price for these trips.
Well, it sounds like a remarkable price to me because I'm thinking here if I was to try to put this together, airfare, hotels, access to tourist attractions, all this kind of thing. I could never even touch it for a few thousand. And plus,
you're lucky if you can get airfare, to be honest.
Yeah, why don't you talk about this, Jessica? Not only does the chamber earn some money, the member gets an amazing deal. What would it cost if you were trying to put this together just straight?
Well, I mean, it depends. You know, airfare on Emirates can run in the economy class around $1,000 to $1,200 if you're just purchasing it without a tour operator. I think that one of the things that people, especially on the chamber side, can take away from this is what a tour operator actually can provide you outside of the fact that they're, you know, packaging it all together and bundling it for you, is that you're getting an amazing deal on the airfare because of the relationship and how many people they're bringing to Dubai across the spectrum, whether it be chamber tours or leisure tours. So they have a contracted rate with Emirates, with the other aircraft providers, or airline providers rather, that gives them access to a rate that you'll never be able to get on your own. basically that's one of the reasons why, you know, they're helping fill the aircraft. So we're very excited that that Indus has been so proactive in the chamber groups, bringing them to Dubai, because I think that 9 times out of 10, if you're talking to a consumer about how much they think it's going to cost them to go to Dubai, it's already, because we're a luxury, 9 times out of 10, that's what people are always thinking. It's luxury, it's the Burj Al Arab, it's 5-star hotels only, and they automatically assume that they're priced out, that it's going to cost them $5,000, $10,000 per person. And you're now finding out here with this tour operator that you can actually do it for a very affordable price.
So you mentioned the hotels. Why don't you talk about the hotels, and is it the same kind of deal to where you couldn't touch the rates Indus is able to put together?
A lot of times, yeah, because what they'll do is they're contracted with the hotels. I mean, Harish probably can speak better to the particular hotels that they're working with. But tour operators across the board, because they're bringing in constant business, they're similar to travel agents, but they get a better rate. So you're finding that people are starting to book more and more through tour operators because of not only the level of service, but the fact that you can actually pair all of these things together and do it for pretty much what you would have paid to be in the hotel alone, with all the city tours and all the other things that they're providing for you.
So Harish, why don't you talk about that? What could a member expect once they get to the destination?
Sure. Just adding on to what Jessica said, she's rightly put it. We as a tour operator have gone down, spoken to the airlines, spoken to the hotels, so we have an agreement with them. That's how we are able to negotiate. We take a high volume of passengers to Dubai, roughly around, I would say, 1,000 to 1,500 passengers every year. So it's a huge number that we work with. That's how we are getting the discount. So there's no catch in it. You don't have to pay anything when you're landing over there. Everything is well taken care of. With regards to the hotels, these are up-class hotels, especially in Dubai. If you speak about 4-star hotels, they are really good hotels and good category hotels. The clients are getting real value for money for many reasons. Dubai is not an expensive destination. It's a very, very reasonable destination because it is marketed as a luxury destination. People feel that it's only for the 7-star hotels and the luxury Palm Beach properties that they have. Of course, that is the highlights of Dubai. It's coming up. Jessica can say more about it. It has grown in the last 25 years as one of the fastest growing city or country. So with regards to the client, they get to see so many amazing things, which Jessica can also touch a little bit more. But on the tour, they have amazing things to do. So it's a real value for money on the tour.
Well, I went to China through SITSLink, and it was an amazing 10 days. It was 9 or 10 days, and the tours really showed us things that we never could have found on our own, could arrange. And then we always felt so safe because we were in buses surrounded by other people that were traveling with us, and the tour guides were totally in charge of everything, and they do this for a living, and they know exactly what to do. Jessica, can you speak to a little bit about the whole Middle East is in turmoil. I would think people are a little concerned to travel to any country, and then the tours. What can they expect to see?
Well, you're absolutely right. We're in the Middle East, and there's no getting around that fact. But one of the things that I wanted to point out to you, and something that we as a tourism board speak highly about, is the safety factor in Dubai. You're talking not by us, but listed by Interpol as one of the top 10 safest cities in the entire world. So while, yes, there are issues going on in Syria, in Egypt, in other places like Yemen, that are in close proximity to Dubai, we virtually have one of the lowest crime rates in the entire world. So your clients don't need to feel like, or the chambers don't need to feel like they're, visiting a dangerous place. The UAE is actually one of the safest countries in the world right now, and that's, to our benefit. And I think that one of the reasons why we're growing so fast is because it's a very important part of the world, and we're one of the safest places to visit while trying to go to the Middle East.
So I don't know a lot about the history of Dubai. If you go there, will you see archaeological things, or is it mostly people are going there for these new amazing buildings and shopping?
Well, it has both. Don't get me wrong. We definitely have history, but I mean, the city basically exploded over the last 25 years, just like Harish had said. So 9 times out of 10, what we're seeing is people wanting to come because we've kind of looked at it as the Field of Dreams. You remember the movie The Field of Dreams, where you know, you say if you build it, they will come. Yeah. That's kind of what Dubai has done. They've really turned around and built this amazing city, amazing architecture, urban planning to the fullest. And I think that it's partially because Sheikh Mohammed has a vision. He's had a vision for the city, and that's, you know, almost a 30-year plan. And we have now, we're actually going to be rebranding ourselves as well in 2014. So you're going to be continuously seeing a lot of interesting projects happening in Dubai. But in terms of seeing cultural things, you absolutely, it's going to be a part of every city tour. They take you to the fort. You'll get to go see basically how Dubai put itself on the map, everything from starting as a Bedouin culture, moving then into the pearl diving, which is how they brought the British ships in, which is actually an excursion now that you can do while visiting Dubai. You can go pearl diving, and if you find a pearl, you get to keep it. Going then from the pearl diving stage into when they found oil, and then, you know, building basically one of the most exciting and fast-growing cities in the world.
Fantastic. Well, Harish, let me ask you some other questions about Indus, because I know you guys do a lot more than just Dubai. Where else can people travel? What are some hot tourist destinations that Chambers might be interested in sending their members to?
Lately, there has been many places that are really coming up very good. One is Russia. A lot of chambers are doing trips to Russia. Peru is also another upcoming destination. Dubai and Abu Dhabi, somehow it has really picked up in the last 1 year. We have around 10 chambers, 15 chambers working on Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And India is always one of the best destinations to travel.
What if a chamber doesn't feel that they can get enough of their members to fill up a plane, or what are some of the considerations about their financial obligations, or what they're putting on their plate here?
We have many different strategies for these chamber trips. One of them is we have guaranteed departure dates. So you have A chamber and a B chamber promoting the same trip on the same day. So the first possibility is if A chamber has less number, they can combine it with the B chamber, and then it's definite that the passenger will travel and the A chamber will still make the non-due revenue. The other thing is our groups are very, very small groups, 15 number. So 15 people for a group to depart. It's very, very easy for a chamber to get 15 members.
Very good.
I want to add.
Oh, sure.
I want to add a little bit more about the tour. So in Dubai, when the clients go, they can see the modern city. I had a feedback from one of the chamber executive when he went on this trip. He said when he landed over there, he couldn't believe that there is such a place on the earth. So on one side, they have the creek wherein the people are still using the boat to go from one place to another place, and the other side they have all these high-rise buildings, amazing architecture. For culture, you can see Falcon culture. They have a Falcon culture. Desert safari. We do a desert safari wherein which the client goes on 4x4. In the night, they have belly dancing. The local food is amazing. Especially with regards to the Palm Beach properties, the one that they have built in the sea. So that's something amazing to see, and
yeah.
also a little bit more about the world map that they are building in the sea. It's incredible, you know. So again, something different that the clients will see over here.
I've heard.
And just to touch on what Harish was talking about. Because Dubai has actually changed the way, I mean, you can see Palm Island from space. So Dubai has actually changed the face of the earth, which, I mean, it's an audacious thing. There's actual tours that you can do now where you can fly over these projects, because as amazing as they are, it's kind of can be difficult to see them from the ground. So you can either go to see it from the top of the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world, which was scaled by Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, Or you can now even take a Sea Wings excursion, and you can fly over the world, you can fly over the palm, and you can see it from above, which I think is really adds something to it. So I'm sure, you know, Harish can set that up for whoever needs those types or is interested in doing those types of excursions while in Dubai. The desert experience is something that it's absolutely unbelievable. They'll pick you up from the hotel, and you drive for 45 minutes, and you're literally in the middle of the desert. And this is not the type of desert that you have in Arizona or in Nevada. This is sand desert. So they'll do dune bashing, where you'll actually be driving on the dunes, and it can be as exhilarating or as relaxing as your group wants it to be. And then they'll stop a couple times. You'll get a chance to watch the sunset over the desert. It's really a fabulous thing. And then you go out, and it's an all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink buffet, just like Harish said, where there's belly dancing, and at the end of the night, they'll shut off the lights, and you'll get to see the Arabian night sky. It's really, you know, you believe that, you know, less than a half an hour drive away, you could basically be in one of the fastest-growing cities in the world.
Well, it sounds like a trip of a lifetime, and I've heard quite a few different chamber execs that have been able to go on the trips. They share their photos and them with camels, and they have stories about it being a trip of a lifetime. So, yeah. Harish, if a chamber wants more information, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can call me on my phone, which is 647-526-0063, or email harish@indus.travel.
Very good. And Jessica, can people get a hold of you directly, or would you rather they go through Harish?
No, they absolutely can. I think that one of the things that, with the age of Lonely Planet books and all of that, I think that people kind of got away from talking to tourist offices directly. But we have a wealth of information that we can send to you, whether it's through our website, which is www.definitelydubai.com, or whether it's contacting us. You can call us, or you can email me. You can email me at jessica.herring, that's HERRING, at aboutdci.com. Or you can call my direct line, which is 212-444-7106. And what we can do for you is we can send you pocket guides, we can send you maps, we can even send you Zagat guides. We recently had a Zagat guide produced for Dubai back in December, so we still have some of those as well. So, you know, these are free things. When you call us up, that's what we're here for. We're a free resource for you to plan your trip. And if you have any questions that, you know, you want more of a, not that the tour operator can't answer them for you, but that, you know, you're a little bit concerned about, as a woman, what should you wear in Dubai? You know, Western dress is completely normal. A bikini on the beach is absolutely acceptable. These are types of things that, you know, sometimes people are a little bit more comfortable with asking the tourism board, because we're a government-sanctioned entity.
Fantastic. Well, Harish, I want to thank you for inviting Jessica to come in to give us that extra information, and then for you for coming on and sharing how chambers can make some money here, provide another benefit of membership. And any last words there, Harish?
No, I thank you, Frank, and I really look forward to helping any chamber that they want us to put trips for them.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you at the next chamber event, Harish.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jessica.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica.